We are here in the Viking Museum of Haithabu, where I've been invited this weekend to participate in a great market and reenactment event. So let's take a look.
All the invited stands only sell and craft the highest quality replicas from the Nordic context of the 8th to 11th centuries. This market is quite special, because every group and every craft stand there is handpicked. You won't find the usual cheap merch and unhistorical aesthetics that are today unfortunately so often associated with the Viking Age. The Viking Age is today one of the most popularized historical periods, and yet also one of the most distorted by popular culture. The popular image of the Vikings as fearsome warriors that had nothing else to do than raid the seas and sea coasts of Northern Europe and the Mediterranean is largely wrong. Most people at the time were, like everyone else, rural subsistence farmers. There was only a relatively small elite of full-time professional warriors. Even most raiders of the seas at the time would not be full-time professional soldiers and would return to their lives as farmers and fishers once the raiding season is over. Now, all the focus on the raiding culture of the North has brought about a very poor understanding of the life of the actual people that lived there. And such events as here in Haithabu contribute to understanding that a little bit better, with a rather smaller military focus and a bigger focus on trade, cultural material goods, and also the farming and the poorer people that could not afford to be part of such raiding parties. It is important that we treat history with the most care and that we make a stark differentiation between history and fantasy. Historically inspired fantasy is great, but it should not become what we think is history. Many people do not realize how much we are able to faithfully reconstruct due to advancements in archaeology and our better understanding of history. They think that everything that happened before the Renaissance is lost to time, and the only way of experiencing it a little bit for ourselves is to resort to fantasy. However, that's not true. We know a lot more about those past people than popular culture makes us believe. And we know that by depicting them more accurately, we do ourselves a service. Education matters. History matters.